Hi guys, welcome to AMC's Thursday Ticket. I'm Kaylee and I am so excited to let you guys know that Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is in theaters this weekend. I'm about to go see it right now in IMAX because they have the largest screen and the best sounds. And if you guys see it this weekend on Sunday, you guys can get exclusive mini posters. There's going to be new mini posters every Sunday for 4 weeks, so you won't want to miss it. Let's check out what the cast had to say about carrying on the legacy of Star Wars.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
How does it feel to impact the legacy of Star Wars as we know it moving forward?
It feels dope. It feels quite surreal, actually. It's a lot to process. That's why it's a struggle to answer that, because it just takes some time for your brain to even quantify what's going on. And until all of this is over, the dust has settled, it's kind of like, oh, this was quite the journey.
It's such a piece of cinema history that everyone has a feeling for and a memory about.
Whoever thought that this legacy would build over the years and will continue to build. And so the accident of birth that allowed me to be there at the beginning of it all is quite a remarkable gift.
What does it feel like to be under JJ's tutelage again?
It feels like that favorite teacher you had that you didn't think you'd see again, and then you get to college and you're like, hi!
I actually felt good to have him back, because there were things and story and plots that he established in the first film that I wanted to see him connect in the last. And he did.
The truth is, from the beginning, it was such a massive challenge, just taking this on and trying to figure out the most emotional way, most exciting way to tell this story. The actors are so good, and the performances are so wonderful, especially Daisy. I can't wait for you to see her.
Thank you so much, Kaylee, and welcome everyone to the AMC Thursday Ticket. I am Jordan, and today I'm joined by my co-host.
I'm Kelley. Guys, it is finally here. It is Star Wars Day. It's the end of an era.
It's Star Wars weekend.
Star Wars 6 weeks.
Yeah. And so, as Kaylee mentioned, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker opens at AMC theaters tonight, but we have a multitude of other movies that are also opening this week. And actually, this is our last show.
Not just of the year, Jordan. This is our last show of the decade. And I think that's why we have so many hashtag dad jokes. I think that's why we have so many movies to talk about, because it's the last one of the decade.
Yeah. I mean, this is a very busy time to go to the theater. There are a number of movies to see this week.
Do you know why I like having all of these movies to see?
I like options.
Well, yes. I like to play a little game called Box Office Roulette. Have you ever played?
I've never heard of it, so please
this
tell
is a game.
us more.
I definitely didn't make it up, and it's where you just show up at the box office and say, give me a ticket to whatever's next, and you go watch whatever's next. And you know why it's great this time of year?
Because there's there's a bunch of choices.
There's
it could be
for
anything.
Everyone. We're going to talk about
I'm going to do that.
Little Women. We're going to talk about Spies in Disguise. We're going to talk about Cats. We're going to talk about Bombshell. We're going to talk about Uncut Gems. We have so much to talk about. But first,
Star Wars. The Rise of Skywalker. One of the most anticipated movies of the year, quite possibly the biggest movie of the year, and it is finally here. It is the conclusion of the Skywalker saga, 40 plus years in the making, and it all comes to an end tonight, this weekend, The Rise of Skywalker.
This has been a cultural phenomenon. It has spanned generations. It has brought generations together, and I could not be more excited about it. I am still shook from The Last Jedi. The Force Awakens, got me re-energized about Star Wars franchise, and I can't wait, and we're going this Saturday to go see the movie.
Well, I'm going tonight. Literally, as soon as this show is done, I am packing my bags and I'm going to the theater. And in case you didn't already know, this is a spoiler-free show. Neither of us have seen the movie yet, and we want to not know anything before we go into the movie. So please don't spoil the movie for your fellow Star Wars fans. I mean,
Let's
there
keep
is
it that way.
going to be
Keep it fun.
Yeah,
be nice.
There are so many questions that we have going into this one, and this film's going to answer those. So you want that surprise when you see Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Kelley, this is a big movie. There's a lot of Star Wars fans out there. How about we do something to please one lucky winner out there?
Do we have some things to give away? I think I
We
might have
do.
some over
Okay,
here.
so what do we have for here, Kelley?
Well, first of all, you can see is we have these 2 great collectible tins, and you can get these at AMC theaters across the nation already. You guys know about our collectible tins. You can get them and you can collect them, or you can fill them with popcorn and eat them there and enjoy your fandom. But today we're going to give away 2 to one lucky person.
Yeah, and we've got the dark side, the light side, or this weekend you can get both. One winner is going to get both, but Kelley,
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Let's up the ante a little bit. What else do we have?
All right, let's see what else I got here. Oh, maybe some Star Wars and chill blanket.
I don't think that means what you think
I'm sure it
means.
does. I've got, a little Darth Vader plush.
Okay.
Maybe a little porg. I think he talks.
All right.
Does he talk? Yeah, I think he talks. A little porgy here. All right, let's pile that on for you.
Put it all in here.
We've got a, who's your favorite character?
My favorite Star Wars character?
Yeah, your favorite Star Wars character. What else are we talking about?
Yoda it is.
And coincidentally,
Yoda.
we have a cute little Yoda
All right,
to go with it. All right.
I'm running out of...
Here you go.
Pork down. Pork down.
We're about to lose. And
everything's falling.
To top it off, we have 4 tickets for you to gather your closest buddies and go see this movie this weekend or whenever you feel like you want to go see it.
I'm putting these down because things are
probably
falling.
a good idea.
I'm going to hand those to you. Okay, so here's how you can win this very cool Star Wars prize pack. We're going to do a trivia question, and Kelley, you have the question queued up. What is our question?
So this is a great time to think back to all the movies that we've gone through, and there has been one actor or actress that has been in every movie of the Skywalker saga.
So all 9 movies.
All 9, the numbered Star Wars movies,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
We want to know what that actor's name is. So put your answers in the comments below, and we're going to draw one lucky winner of all the correct answers to win this great prize pack, including the blanket, the tins, the toys, and the tickets.
Okay, so while you are commenting away, we are going to kick it to an interview with the cast of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker to talk about the nostalgia of seeing Star Wars at the theater.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
If you could go back to your first day on set and give yourself a message having finished Rise of Skywalker, what would be the message that you give yourself?
Probably Harrison Ford is not always going to be there in the Millennium Falcon, and get used to it.
Calm down. But then I guess you need that, don't you? And it was like a sprightly young scavenger, and so maybe I needed to be terrified. Maybe just like try and enjoy it. It'll all be okay.
I would tell myself at the beginning of 7, you're going to do 9. I was not supposed to be here. And there might have been a couple things that I would have thought of in a slightly different way had I known that was going to happen.
Be like, keep on doing what you're doing, man. Guess what? You're going to have a nice house. It's going to be dope.
What was your first Star Wars memory?
Oh gosh, I have really vivid memories of Yoda because I was young when, seeing those earlier movies.
My first memory, of course, is driving out into the desert with Mark Hamill and starting this whole thing, and, the nightmare wearing the suit.
I remember my cousin had a lightsaber, and we would play with it. And he always had good toys.
Now you are a toy. Oh my God.
Now I am a toy.
Entertaining fans for over 40 years, and one fan we want to give a shout out to is Rick. He let us know on Facebook that he's at his local theater right now waiting for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. So Rick,
Rick, are you so excited?
we hope you enjoy the movie. Kelley, while fans are at the theater, there are a few things that they can get. We already talked about the Star Wars tins, but I'm curious, what do you have, what are you holding right now?
This is my little buddy here. This is R2-D2. You guys all know him. We've all been talking about I know, he's fun. He waddles. And the really fun thing about this particular R2-D2 is not only can you get him at select AMC theaters across the country, but he gets filled with a drink and popcorn. So
the drink and the popcorn fit in R2.
Yeah, that's right. So you bring him into the movie with you. And you put your popcorn right on in there. Who doesn't love movie theater popcorn? And you can fill the top up with a drink, your favorite Coca-Cola Freestyle drink, and you can drink your drink and have your popcorn with your little buddy right there in the movie theater with you.
You can just have him on your lap.
You can just
while you're watching the movie.
Hold him, try it out, see how it fits. Now, R2-D2 is super limited, and he is going to be gone probably tonight, so you got to get out tonight to get your R2-D2, and it's going to be at very, very select locations, so make sure you look for him.
I'm going to put him down because I'm going to be eating popcorn the entire show, so I'm putting R2 down. But that's not all. If you see Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker in IMAX, every Sunday for the next 4 Sundays, you will get an exclusive mini poster, and you'll get a different one each Sunday. So a really cool opportunity for Star Wars fans out there and seeing it on the big screen in IMAX.
I mean, space, IMAX, it's like milk and cookies.
They go together.
Have to, and you get 4 different posters, 4 different Sundays. I mean, you have to. Now, we got to give away a prize.
Yes, we do. Okay, so we had that very cool Star Wars prize pack. And we had a trivia question. So thank you everyone for entering and putting in your guess, but there can only be one. And Kelley, the trivia question, the trivia question was, which actor or actress has appeared in all 9 of the Skywalker saga Star Wars films? And the answer is...
I know you've been waiting to answer this one, so I'm going to let you do it.
It is I, C-3PO.
Oh, that's so good. It's getting so good.
I don't think it was.
It's so good. What's the actor's name?
Anthony Daniels has been in every single, from the original Star Wars in '77 to The Rise of Skywalker. So congratulations to our winner, Vanessa French Robertson. We will reach out to you, and you are going to get that very cool Star Wars prize pack. So congratulations and thank you everyone for entering. But Kelley, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, very, very big movie, but there are other movies to see as well this weekend, and also next week on Christmas Day, December 25th. And so let's start with Little Women.
Now, Little Women is a book that we all had to read in high school, right?
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure.
think it's required reading. Say that 3 times
Required
fast.
reading, yes, for most of us anyway. And they have redone it for the big screen again, right? They're giving it a brand new look and feel, and it's got a all-star cast. It's got, I have to read her name, I'm sorry, Saoirse Ronan. I don't want to mess it up. Emma Watson. It's got Meryl Streep.
Yeah, I mean, Meryl Streep alone is like, that's all you need.
I mean,
but you've got a great cast around her. You also have Florence Pugh, who's really having a breakout year. She was in Fighting with My Family. She was in Midsommar, Little Women, and next year she's going to be in Black Widow.
And not to mention, it's directed by Greta Gerwig.
Yeah, a nice reunion between Saoirse Ronan and Greta Gerwig. They worked together on Lady Bird, and this is Greta Gerwig's follow-up to Lady Bird. And while this is a story that we've seen before, the novel was published in 1868, so it's been around for a minute. Greta really infuses her own originality into this story, and then with a great cast around there. You also forgot to mention Timothée Chalamet. He's in this film as well.
Sorry, Jordan's mad at me now.
I'm not mad at you. I mean, very, very talented actor. So Little Women, a great movie to see with your family this holiday season. And there's another film as well that's coming out on Christmas Day, and it's the animated family film Spies in Disguise.
Now, this one has Will Smith, who we just saw as the genie. We just saw in Gemini Man.
We saw 2 Will Smiths in Gemini Man.
That's right. We're going to see him again next year in
just a few weeks. Bad Boys for Life.
In Bad Boys for Life. So there's a lot of great things about this movie. Not only do you have the hilariousness of Will Smith, right? Yeah. But you have some fun animation and my boy Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, yes. And it's such a fun, original story where you have one of the world's best spies, Will Smith's character. And things kind of go awry for him when a young scientist, Tom Holland, accidentally turns him into a pigeon.
A pigeon, you heard us right.
So you can imagine the challenges being a spy and being turned into a pigeon that might have. So Spies in Disguise, a really fun movie to see with the whole family this Christmas. So there are movies to see and
for everyone.
You can get tickets for those movies mentioned and so much more, including movies that haven't come out yet, but tickets are now on sale, including the maybe not family-friendly movie, The Grudge. Tickets are on sale for that as well. So go to our website or mobile app to get those right now. But we have more movies, Kelley.
We have
so many more movies.
Now, one that I am, and I'm not even lying about this, I am super excited about is our Artisan film series spotlight for this week, and that's Cats.
Yes.
And we are going to go right to a video and learn about how these actors became the cats at cat school. So listen up.
Tonight is a magical night.
All that I wanted,
where I choose the cat,
was to be wanted.
that deserves a new life.
And so maybe my home isn't.
When we were preparing for Cats, I would like reference to my pets growing up.
We had cat school even, where we would learn all the ins and outs about cats, and just embodying the cat, takes a lot.
Cat school, man. 2 hours a day. That was no joke. But it was fascinating.
Even though there's brand new technology that creates fur all over our bodies, all of the movement is all real and all performed live.
There's a moment in the film where, and lots of people will think, they've used CGI to do it, where you put your leg up, what was behind your head?
I did. In that basket.
I couldn't believe it.
Ian McKellen, yes. Well, I lay in a cat basket all day, watching Ian McKellen, my old friend, do his number, which was bliss. And then at the end, I just thought I would have to show that I'm pleased somehow. I don't know how my leg got up there, but it seemed to.
It was amazing.
God, we'd learn things like cats walk with their same leg and arm, whereas normally as humans we walk with the opposite, but cats do the same arm and leg as they walk. And like their smell is their strongest sense, and so they smell everything, and that's what directs the movement of their head when they smell things.
The sets were enormous, so we would have to jump off like big things sometimes and make it look, make it look very easy.
So I kind of want to go to cat school now. Especially if Francesca Hayward, Taylor Swift, Jennifer Hudson, James Corden, Idris Elba, Dame Judi Dench, Rebel Wilson, Jason Derulo, and Ian McKellen are all going to be there. I mean, that's the kind of school for me. I think maybe you already went
I'm
to
going to drop
cat
some
school.
knowledge on you, Kelley. I have graduated from cat school.
I see that.
And I am a full-fledged cat now.
Oh, congratulations.
Actually, I can't hear you with these on, so on the ground they go. But yes, so the 1983 81 Andrew Lloyd Webber, beloved Broadway musical.
Beloved, who hasn't seen that one?
Is coming to the big screen, and an incredible, incredible cast who transform and commit to playing cats.
And from my understanding, the breakout performance here is really from an actress who has not seen much movie screen time yet, but she is no novice when it comes to performing, right? And that's Francesca Hayward, and she is a principal ballerina in the Royal Ballet. So I cannot wait to see her version of what she interprets as a cat, because I can't think of a better way to interpret a cat than through ballet.
Yeah, and I mean, you have Jennifer Hudson performing Memory.
Which is kind of a nonsensical song, but it's Jennifer Hudson.
It's Jennifer Hudson, yeah. And so we have another, it's the season of giving. right? So let's do another giveaway.
Two giveaways in one show?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's the last show of the year. You got to go big, right?
What do we have for this one?
Okay, so for all you Cats fans out there, we have a Cats prize pack consisting of a Cats hoodie, a Cats coffee mug, a Cats travel bag, and we're going to throw in 4 AMC tickets as well to this Cats prize pack, and we're going to do another trivia question. So, Kelley, you are a big fan of this musical, so what is the trivia question?
I mean, of musicals in general, let's
Just
be honest.
yet.
So, there has been a lot of Jason Derulo in the news when we talk about this movie. We talk about Cats.
Yes,
so
a lot of Jason Derulo.
A lot of Jason Derulo. And we want to hear from you. What is the name of the cat that Jason Derulo plays? So put your answer down in the comments. Don't look it up. Just put your answer in the comments.
Yeah, and so we're going to pick one winner at random at the end of the show, so stay tuned. Which cat does Jason Derulo play in the movie? But we have other AMC artisan films to talk about as well, including Bombshell, which opens in wide release this weekend. And this is a true story, and it kind of is on trend for the next few AMC artisan films that we're going to be talking about.
That's right.
That are all based on true stories.
Now, and this one has a cast that you are going to want to see. It's got Charlize Theron in it. It's got Nicole Kidman and Margot Robbie. It's got John Lithgow. And they are portraying the events of 2016 Fox News scandal and showing kind of what happened. But these 3 powerhouse actresses just give these performances. And I think you were talking about it earlier when we were talking about it. Like Charlize, she just transforms herself. I almost didn't recognize her.
I remember that incredible first teaser trailer that they released, where you have all 3 women coming onto the elevator, and you can just hear pins and needles.
It's so tense.
And
you're like,
I
what?
remember, like, I had to do a double take. I was like, I did not recognize Charlize Theron as Megyn Kelly. So this is going to be an incredibly well-acted movie. I mean, they've got lots of Oscar wins and nominations among the entire cast. So Bombshell is opening in wide release this weekend.
Right.
And we have another film that's opening in limited release, and this is the true story of a hidden life, and it's about a French farmer who
he resists.
Yeah, he resists, and he refuses to fight for the Nazis during the height of World War II. So a really intimate, incredible, true story of one man's choice, and a powerful choice that was.
And the cinematography on this one is just beautiful. This is from Terrence Malick.
Yeah.
And you guys might remember him from 2011's The Tree of Life. And it's powerful, and this is a big name in Hollywood, so you need to see what's going on with this in a limited release.
Yeah, so opening in limited release, but will expand to more AMC theaters in the weeks to come. A film that's opening in wide release.
And you're really excited about this one. You've been talking about this for a while.
On Christmas Day, December 25th, is Uncut Gems. Now, the real headline of this film is Adam Sandler.
In a drama role.
In a drama role, which he's done before. I mean, how great was he in Paul Thomas Anderson's Punch Drunk Love? But this is, a return to that, and one that he's getting all sorts of buzz around. And he plays a gambler who's made maybe 1 or 2 bad bets, and that's an understatement.
1 or 2.
Yeah, and is really trapped into this very dangerous lifestyle, and you've got all these different people coming after him, and he's really got to balance that and trying to make people happy, and he's got a family as well. So we had the opportunity, our friend Sean O'Connell had the opportunity to sit down with the writers and directors of this film, the Safdie brothers, at AMC 34th Street, which is right in the heart of where they shot this film. So let's hear what they had to say about Uncut Gems.
This is recognized as an AMC artisan film. We like to spotlight these films as they're coming through theaters.
Thank you.
I want you guys to explain to our audience why it's so important to get out to the theaters and see a movie like Uncut Gems.
I've watched a lot of movies in a lot of theaters, obviously, but I've watched this movie in particular with a crowd of 200, a crowd of 1,200, a crowd of 50, and it always feels like it's one collective mass, and that feeling of watching this movie with a crowd is, I don't know, the laughter and the tension that builds collectively is like, the only thing I can liken it to is when you see a horror film and you feel the jump scares. And I didn't think that a theatrical experience would change that much, but when I sat there and watched it with the audience and you hear the sighs and you look to the person next to you and you realize they're, like someone told me yesterday that a complete stranger grabbed their knee at one point in the movie. And that boundary breaking is...
You gotta keep it to the camera.
Sorry. No. That boundary breaking is fascinating to me because everyone's in it on this character and everyone's in it on this plot, and it's so, I'm telling you, seeing it with an audience is really, it's like a 4D experience. You can feel the collective like lean and crunch of the film.
There's something amazing about, like, if something's really stressful, you can actually look to the person next to you, and they'll actually have a bonding moment of like, oh my god.
Stressful. I think that's
Not
the wrong
stressful,
word. If it's thrilling.
I said there's a moment where it's stressful. You know, like where you're like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. If you look to the person next to you, you can kind of get into it and like, okay, this is just there, and you move through it, and it's a thrilling experience.
I know, I've never seen someone be like, I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the heart attack, and I had the heart attack. It's like people want to have the heart attack, which is cool.
That's why we come to the theaters now.
Yeah, it's thrilling. Yeah.
This is me. This is how I win.
Really excited for this movie. It's one of my most anticipated, and it looks like just a pure adrenaline rush. So Uncut Gems opening in wide release on December 25th. But we also have some other films opening that day, but in a more limited release before they expand to AMC theaters nationwide on January 10th, starting with Just Mercy.
And Just Mercy is another one based on true events with Michael B. Jordan, with Jamie Foxx, with your girl Brie Larson.
Brie Larson, love Brie Larson.
And this is about a man who is wrongly accused of a crime, and his lawyer is trying to get him off, and how the town rallies or doesn't rally around him. And this one just looks like it's going to be chocked full of amazing performances.
Yeah, really moving story that is going to pull on your heartstrings. So
absolutely,
Just Mercy. And then the other film that is that's opening in limited release on Christmas Day is a film that's picking up all sorts of buzz, and it just catapulted to the top of awards
not
projections.
Just the performances, not just the story, which another one based on true events, but also the cinematography style.
Yeah, and so this film is 1917, and it is a really captivating story, but the thing that's really being talked about this film is how they shot it. It is one continuous long shot, so it really feels like you are with these two young men in the midst of battle as they are faced with this mission.
Right, and if you don't know the story about 1917, this is really about a guy that goes in and tries to save a whole battalion from walking into a trap. So really cool story, all sorts of great buzz. Now, guys, we threw a lot at you. This was a jam-packed show.
So much.
There's a lot to remember, and I know it's hard to remember, and I have problems remembering it, so you guys don't have to. Go on our app, go on to YouTube and subscribe so that you can get all of the latest trailers. You can mark your favorites on our apps or at amctheaters.com so that you'll remember when all these movies are coming out and when they'll be released near you.
Yeah,
now,
we're not done.
It's time for my favorite part of the show. We get to give stuff away and tell about all the cool things that you can get from going to AMC theaters this weekend.
Yeah, so let's start with a film that's going to start off 2020 with a serious laugh.
Serious laugh?
Well, a good laugh. How about that? A good laugh. And it is Like a Boss.
Yes, and this one has Rose Byrne. I still remember her from Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
And Tiffany Haddish and Selma Hayek. And, okay, first of all, Selma Hayek, I just love when you see actors and actresses that have been in all these like romantic films and serious films, and then they get into these comedy roles and they kind of make fun of themselves. That just is super fun to me. So I'm really excited about this one. And you have a chance to see it early at our Girls Night Out event. And that's going to be on January 7th. You're going to get a lipstick pin and a compact mirror. So gather your girls and get to that Girls Night Out screening because that's going to be a blast.
And we also have an AMC Stubs sweepstakes. So for you AMC Stubs members that buy tickets to Like a Boss through opening weekend, January 12th, you'll be automatically entered to win a trip to New York City for a makeover.
Oh, is that something you'll be interested in, you'll be using?
What are you trying
Yes,
to say
New
about
York
my
City.
looks, Kelley?
Nothing, of course. A New York City makeover. So get your tickets for opening weekend so that you too can be entered to win that drawing, right?
Okay, Kelley, change of gears. Quick question for you. Are you done with your holiday shopping?
My holiday shopping?
Yeah.
Yeah, check, done. You're not. All right. Jordan, I have a really, really great news for you.
I'm not. No, I haven't started.
I believe you. We have a really great A-list program. Have you heard of it?
I'm more than aware of our AMC Stubs A-list program, and right now you can gift an AMC Stubs A-list membership to the movie lover in your life in 3 months, 6 months, or a full year, and they can get all of the benefits of AMC Stubs A-list. We're talking up to 3 movies every week. In the biggest and best formats, IMAX, Dolby Cinema, Real D, Prime. Make your online reservations. I mean, 2019 has been a great year for movies, but 2020 is going to be just as good, if not better.
So
you
much fun
want
stuff.
to have that AMC Stubs A-list membership so you can see all of the biggest movies of the year.
And if you're like me and you kind of worry about the gift that you're giving people, you want people to like it. Who doesn't love movies? This is an opportunity to give something that people love. So get an A-list. You can go check that out. And also, while you're out there finishing up your holiday shopping or starting your holiday shopping, you can treat yourself. So anyone that joins or renews or upgrades to an AMC Premier status will get $5 in bonus bucks.
Wow, and you can use that at the concession stand on tickets. So that is running through February. So sign up or renew or upgrade to an AMC Stubs Premier membership. Kelley, that was so much.
We still have a prize to give away.
We have oh my goodness, and I was going to skip right past that. So we have our Cats prize pack.
It does not include the headband.
It doesn't. Those are I earned those at cat school, Kelley. Those are
Sorry.
my ears. So Kelley asked a trivia question of Jason Derulo is in the 2019 film version of Cats, and the question was, which cat does he play? Kelley, what is the answer?
Jason Derulo is a very curious cat, and he plays the Rum Tum Tugger.
The Rum Tum Tugger.
So congratulations to every single one of you that got the answer right. And who is our contest winner?
Rachel Sari on Periscope. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but you are our Cats prize pack winner. We'll reach out to you to get your information so we can send that very fun Cats prize pack to you in the mail. So Kelley, now we are done.
Now it's the end of a decade.
It is the end of the decade, and it's been such a great year for movies and for the AMC Thursday Ticket. We want to thank everyone that's joined us this year as, we're here every week telling you about the movies to see at your favorite AMC theater. 2020 is going to be just another exciting year, so we look forward to joining you into the new year.
We cannot wait to talk about all of the great movies that are coming up. So don't forget to set your notifications. Follow us on Facebook or Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube so you can get all of those trailers. And we will look forward to seeing you in 2020. Thanks, guys.
Have a great holiday.